Welcome back to Manosphere Daily. Today, we're diving into the chaos. Modern women are having meltdowns over passport brothers. The outrage is real, and the reactions are priceless. For years, these ladies told men they weren't needed, and now that guys are packing their bags and finding love overseas, the internet is on fire. But why are they so mad? Let's break it all down. Before we get into it, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget, share this video with your friends to keep the conversation going.
You guys, I just figured out what the passport bro trend is. Never did I know what this was. I kept getting so many comments and I finally decided to look it up. A lot of people were trying to connect the trad wife movement with the passport bro trend and how they're similar. So yeah, let's unpack this. So, if you don't know what the passport bro trend is, it's where men are coming to the conclusion that there's not as many ultra feminine, submissive, and traditional women in the Western part of the world, such as the United States. And they're packing their bags, they're out. They're getting their passports and they're going to Europe, they're going to the Philippines, they're going to countries where traditional women are more common and traditional values are practiced more. I did see this toxic hookup culture part of the passport bro trend, and I do not agree with hookup culture or anything like that. However, the underlying reason this is a thing is because men are realizing that women in the Western part of the world are really chasing after money, independence, a career, and these men want women who ultimately just want to be a wife and a mother, and they're submissive and they're traditional. And yes, there's pros and cons to this idea, just like anything. I mean, I don't necessarily think you have to leave the country that you are in to find a wife, but there have been men who have left the country to find their wife. So now I'm going to chime in with my thoughts. What are the possible cultural differences happening here? Personally, I see women here in the United States chasing independence and freedom away from their family. Statistically, the number of single 18 and 19-year-old girls getting into apartments or living situations with roommates has skyrocketed. Why? They don't want to live with their parents and be told what to do. Whereas in these other countries where traditional values are practiced more, these girls are staying close to their family or living with their family until they find their husbands. These women and young girls are getting guidance from these male figures in their family, such as their dad or their brothers. They're protected from outside interference and influence from their family. It makes sense. The idea of living with your parents past the age of 18 is kind of looked down upon here in the United States. Like, oh, you live with your parents still? Yeah, what's wrong with that? You're protected, you have guidance, and you're waiting for your husband. You don't have to work crazy hours to support yourself. It makes sense. My conclusion is I understand why this is a thing. There's pros and cons, but I get it.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
Well, shit, tell us how you really feel. I'll have you know, my wife speaks very good English. And yeah, I guess I am a passport bro because American women aren't worth my time. You can find a better quality of woman in the Philippines. And my wife just happens to be college educated with a bachelorate degree in bioengineering. Sadly, she gave up her career, though, to be a mother. Now she doesn't have to worry about it because she's got a passport bro that takes very good care of her. And she loves it.
Modern women are out here acting like passport brothers just committed a federal offense by choosing peace over chaos. First, they said, "We don't need men." Now they're on social media writing essays about how men are weak for leaving. Pick a struggle. They ignored good men for years, treated relationships like a backup plan, and now they're shocked that those same men are finding love elsewhere.
Honestly, they're running away. American feminist women, I don't even just want to say American, but just like Western feminist women, they have these impossibly high specific standards. Like, I want you to treat me this way. I want you to buy everything for me and do everything for me, but you can't be toxically masculine. You can't look like this. I hate you. Like, no wonder men are confused. Like, no wonder they're throwing in the towel. I'm done.
That I saw on TikTok of women being upset about this whole movement of passport bros is that they're kind of saying like these women over there don't know better and they're being taken advantage of. But kind of like those things that you just said, the benefits to the women are very similar to, I mean, other than the third, very similar to the benefits that women have here when they're looking for a high value man, right? They're looking for a man that can support a family. And that of course includes finances and then somebody that they're attracted to.
Exactly.
So, I mean, just the fact that you're talking about reason 2 for Filipino women is that they actually find these Western men to be attractive. There is, something very genuine.
It's like skipping dinner, then getting mad when the restaurant closes. These guys didn't leave because they couldn't handle strong women, they left because they got tired of the attitude, entitlement, and constant disrespect. Now, instead of self-reflection, these women are doubling down, shaming men, and making wild claims about exploitation, when in reality, the only thing being exploited is their patience.
What is your image of black men? So black American men, black English men. What is your image? When you think of black men?
Black man is very friendly and very kind.
Oh wow.
I find it really ironic that you have so many men online who are like, bros, get your passports ready, which implies, for one, that you were a grown adult in America who does not already currently have a passport, which is not the hardest thing in the world, but it does take a bit of effort to do. These guys all talk about the idea of getting a passport, of how much better it would be if they went to another country and found a wife and things like that. But many of them are just talking about it and they're not actually doing it, which is ironic to me because the reason why most of these guys are not more successful with women is because they don't have the ability to actually plan and follow through with anything. If you are a man who is unsuccessful with women, but you don't actually have the responsibility, dedication, and follow through to even become a passport bro, you're just gonna talk about it and threaten to do it on social media to piss off women. And then you don't know why women are not attracted to you.
I have something that I need to say. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected. When it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this.
Meanwhile, passport brothers are living their best lives, enjoying home-cooked meals, respect, and a woman who actually values them. And back home, the meltdown continues. The meltdown is getting louder, and it's hilarious to watch. These women spent years saying, I don't need a man, men are trash, and where have all the good men gone? And now they're furious that those same men stopped waiting around. It's like slamming the door in someone's face and then getting mad when they don't knock again.
Women that react really negatively towards passport bros, they probably kind of feel rejected and like their pool of men is getting smaller. And they're like, oh, why are you going overseas? Just always this shaming men for their preferences, for what they do, for what they don't want to do. Like, there's so much of that going on.
Your reaction was so positive. It's like, no, what's wrong with it? And then you described it, and I said, well, yeah.
So this is my problem with passport bros. Y'all go to these third world countries, y'all get these women because, oh, I can just get me a woman over here that she's going to sit down, she's going to shut up, she's going to do da-da-da-da-da.
And she's bad as well.
And she's going to be bad, right? But when a woman in America says the same thing, I want you to do this, 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 and that for me, I could be that stay-at-home wife.
Look, men are going overseas because they don't think they have any options. Now, don't get me wrong, I love living overseas and dating foreign women because I do find them more attractive and feminine than American women. But I do believe that there's still high-quality feminine women in the United States. But they're just becoming harder to find, which is why you need to level up your skills and meet more women so you have more options. And then you can easily filter out all the masculine women that you aren't attracted to and find the feminine, nurturing women that you are attracted to. Let me know if you agree.
Don't listen to men. Women think that men were created to serve them. So if you ain't serving them, they don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because at the end of the day, women think that this is we need to teach males to do this. Women want men to be women. Women want society to transform a male into a female. Women hate women. Women hate each other.
For years, they treated average men like background extras, only paying attention to the top percentage of guys while ignoring, ghosting, or outright disrespecting the rest. Now, those invisible men have realized they have options, better options, and they're taking their talents overseas. Instead of dealing with endless tests, entitlement, and being told they're not good enough, they're choosing women who actually appreciate them.
The Western woman, the American woman, from a standpoint of marriage and family, this is the worst place in the world to choose a wife. Not only the worst place in the world, it's the worst place in the annals of history to choose a wife. So she's seeing these things on the internet, and she's got guys in her DM, and they're giving her a false idea of their value. Male attention is monopoly money. Because when you hit 35, and that attention starts to go away, and you start looking for men, the kind of men you want, now you're competing with the younger, hotter, more fertile girl.
The problem is that this attention creates an ego.
There's a reason that the creator starts, you start to lose your eggs, in the mid-30s? I have daughters. My youngest daughter just graduated from college. She's 22. My advice to them, find the best man you can at your youngest age and settle down with him.
And if that man is 40 years old, you'd be okay with it?
40?
Yeah.
As long as he can provide for her and she loves her, he's going to treat her right, absolutely.
What a lot of Western women and passport bros detractors don't understand is being a passport bro is not only about going overseas to look for a traditional woman. It's about the whole economic prospect of it, optimizing the dollar, living a peaceful life, living in a place where you don't have, your kids are not taught the LG blah 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 in school, going overseas to optimize your dollar, investing in land, buying businesses, investing in businesses, having a peace of mind. Not having to be dictated how to think by your government system, living a free, peaceful life, eating better food, and having a better quality of life, being able to afford hospital visits or doctors coming to your house at a lower cost. It's not only about women. You people don't understand. But you can keep sharing what you want. It's not going to stop us. We're going to keep growing. Passport bros, we up.
And that has the leftover ladies fuming. The funniest part. They try to shame passport brothers by calling them losers who couldn't get a woman here, but if these guys were such losers, why are these women so mad? Shouldn't they be celebrating that the men they didn't want are leaving? The truth is, they never expected men to actually walk away. They thought guys would just sit there, taking the disrespect forever.
Why Western women is mad because look at her, she's pretty and she's a housewife and she takes care of 2 kids. It's not our fault. They even say that we steal their men. No, we don't steal your men. Do your men come in here?
It's for the men who just say they've given up on Western women and are gonna go abroad for a woman. I understand some of your frustrations, but if you're gonna be a passport bro, there are certain downsides. First of all, you have no idea if this woman is using you for a visa or your money. You're not going to be able to have fun banter with her. She might be more feminine, but she might not feel like your best friend. She might feel more like a maid service.
Their idea of it is there are women here, so why do you have to go over there? Whereas it's not like a have to, it's actually a get to be able to travel is a privilege. You actually have to have the means to do so.
And I love how you said that.
So it's a get to, you get to do it as opposed to having to do it. To say I have to is as if I'm sentencing you to go to Brazil.
To go to Brazil and be on the beach.
Right, be on the beach.
Tequila out of a coconut with some racially ambiguous chicks that barely speak English prancing around. Why do you have to do?
Why do you have to?
Why are you forced to have to do that? Like, no,
it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. But
now that the tables have turned, they're scrambling for excuses. They scream about exploitation, but deep down, they know the real issue. Those foreign women actually like their men. They're not playing games, treating men like disposable options, or making them prove their worth every 5 minutes. And that's why the meltdowns won't stop. Passport brothers aren't coming back, and the ones left behind are realizing, way too late, that their attitudes had a cost. And that's it for today's video on modern women losing it over passport brothers. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to Manosphere Daily, and turn on notifications so you never miss the real talk. Help spread the word, share this video with your friends and on your socials. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.